Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome to another video. Today I'm just doing a full face of nothing new. I actually am about to leave to go out of town for Christmas for a few days and I needed to do my makeup. So I just wanted to turn the camera on and do it with you, and I also had to pack my little makeup bag here as well. So if you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe, but let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I actually have to leave in like an hour and a half, so I really probably shouldn't be filming right now, but I need to film, so I'm going to. We're just gonna do a full face of nothing new, and I'm just kind of packing my makeup bag to take with me. We're about to leave to go out of town for a few days for Christmas, so I have to do this anyway, so I figured I would just turn the camera on and share it. So I'm gonna do Patrick Top Brow Wax. So if I seem distracted or like I'm rushing in this video, it's because I am, because my husband finishes working at 4 and I know he's gonna want to leave as soon as the clock strikes 4, and I have an hour and 37 minutes and I'm pretty much packed, but I'm not like 100% ready to go. But anyway, I'm not gonna say I will, but I might miss a video upload either Saturday or Sunday. So either on Christmas Day or the day after Christmas, I don't know. I'm not gonna be here. I'll be in Georgia with family, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a video up both of those days. I'm gonna try to, but I just don't know. So if you don't see a video from me one of those days, I'm sorry. I know y'all understand. It's just Christmas time, trying to get so many different places and see different people and, you know, Christmas shopping and all of that, and then trying to upload a video every day and get myself packed and ready to go is not easy, but I'm gonna try to get it up anyway. All right, while I let my brows kind of sit, I'm gonna do some Corrector. This is Charlotte Tilbury in the shade medium. Let me know if any of you are like this, but I always get like, not nervous, but just kind of anxious whenever I go out of town, and I don't know what it is. I've always kind of been like that. I think it's just that I like my house and my like own surroundings, and I'm always, this sounds really silly now that I say it out loud, but I'm always afraid that like I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna forget to take something with me that I want, and then I'll get there and I won't have it. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just am. I think it's because I don't think I've ever actually talked about this on YouTube before, but when I was younger, I kind of went through a spell where I had issues with having stomach aches, and almost every time I would like leave home, I would get this stomach ache, and I went to doctors, I had all kinds of things tested, I mean everything, and they never found anything. And I think now that I've gotten older, it was anxiety was what was causing the stomach aches. And anyway, it kind of reminds me of that now. I'm definitely not as bad as I was when I was younger, but I don't know, something about leaving home and not having something that I need like just makes me feel really anxious. I don't know if that's just me, but I have been like that my whole life. So anytime we go out of town, even if it's just like to see family or, you know, for Christmas. It's supposed to be something like fun and happy. I always get like a little bit of anxiety. I'm sure some of you can probably relate. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of my Flawless filter. I probably should have done this before the corrector, but I forgot it. This is the 2.5 shade. Put that in there. One time, you guys, this is so funny. If you know me, my mom will remember this, I'm sure. This was a while ago. This was a few years ago, like way before I had a YouTube channel. We would sometimes go away for the weekend, the two of us together, me and my mom, to shop, and we would obviously stay overnight at a hotel. And there was one time when I went, and I don't know how, me of all people, I went off and left my entire makeup bag at home. So I had nothing. I had no makeup. It's a very traumatic experience. So now I feel like that's also something that makes me feel anxious. I always feel like I'm gonna forget something really important. Not that makeup is like the be-all end-all of everything, but it's just every time I go out of town now, I think I have to like go through a checklist in my head. Like, okay, did I get this? Did I get that? Did I pack this? Did I pack that? It's so funny because if you're married or you have a boyfriend or whatever, they just put all their stuff in a bag and go. Like my husband, he packs like a week ahead of time. Anytime we go anywhere, it's so funny to me. He gets his bag out. He's a good packer too. He makes like a packing list and all that, and I'm just not that person. All right, so I applied a little bit of the Flawless filter, and then I pulled out a few different foundations. I usually take two with me just because I don't know. I switch up foundation a lot. I think today I might use Sephora Best Skin Ever in, what is this? 17.5 neutral. Because I think this shade is actually a little bit dark for me, but right now I have on a little bit of a self tanner, so I think it should be fine. I just sprayed my face, by the way, with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist before I blended this out. I don't know what it is. I mentioned this in another video, but I am loving applying or using a setting spray before I blend in my foundation. I don't know what happens when I do that, but I just feel like my foundation applies so much better. And several of you have actually commented and said that you tried that too and it works well for you also. Because at first when I did it, I thought I was just like making it up that it made a difference, but now I swear I really think it does. It just helps things spread and blend a little bit better or something. I don't know. All right, for concealer, I'm just gonna use Nars Radiant Creamy in the two shades that I like, which is Creme Brulee in the inner corner. And then I'm gonna do Madeleine out here and in the outer corner. All right, and then I am just blending this in with my Sigma brush. So I'm just gonna kind of use this to spread everything out, and then I'll go back over it quickly with my sponge. All right, I'm gonna take my Makeup by Mario bronzer stick, and this one is the shade Light. I've been really obsessed with these, the blush and the bronzer stick from Makeup by Mario. They're so nice. I hope these are back in stock. I know the bronzer and the blush really go out of stock quite a bit because I go to link them a lot of times and none of them are in stock. So I hope when this video goes up that they are in stock, but they're so good. The bronzers and the blushes, I love them both. And I'm just using the same brush, obviously, that I use for foundation. This is the Smashbox blurring foundation brush. You can do so much with this brush. So I just kind of blended that in, and then I'm just gonna get a bit more on my brush and just add it to my hairline. All right, and then I think I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario blush as well. This one is, oh, this color, I've talked about this before. It's Dusty Rose. I freaking love this color. It's like a rosy, pinky, like mauve color, I guess is how I would describe it, but I don't have a blush that looks identical to this. I feel like this one just has, I don't know, it's so pretty. I really want all the colors of these, to be honest. Okay, for a little bit of powder, I'm going to use the Kosas Cloud Set. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the center of my face. And a little bit under my blush and bronzer. I also really wanted to film this video because, like I said earlier, leaving home, leaving town, going somewhere usually makes me feel really anxious. So I really was hoping sitting down and filming this and doing my makeup would help, and I actually think it is because I already feel a little more relaxed. Power of YouTube, power of makeup. Okay, and let's see what else. Let me actually go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm literally, this is pretty much done. This is my Benefit Precisely my brow. There's like one little nub of product left. I'm trying to use this up. So I'm just gonna kind of outline them. That's kind of what I've been doing lately, is kind of underlining them, I guess, to get the shape that I want. And then I use my NYX brow pen and kind of add those hair-like strokes. All right, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer and just add a little bit of that on over where we put the Makeup by Mario bronzer. Let's see, I don't even know if I can fit that in my makeup bag. I'm gonna try to. I've been really liking that bronzer a lot more. I just feel like I don't reach for it as much because it's so large, but now I'm just taking my Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Nude Pop, And I'm just popping a little bit of that on. Now I'm just putting a little bit of Nars primer on my eyes. I always struggle with which eyeshadow palette to take with me because I don't like to take a super large one. But I don't know. Does anyone else struggle with what eyeshadow palette to take with them? Okay, I think I'm actually gonna do my trusty Tartelette and Bloom palette. It's just kind of my go-to when I want to take something neutral with me. So I'm gonna go into the shade Flower Child. And this palette is actually in my project pan, as you may know, so I want to use it as much as I can before the end of the year. Then let's see here, I'm going to go into Smarty Pants, which is here. And I'm going to put that on my crease, or in my crease. All right, then I'm just going to take a bit of Jet Setter, which is kind of similar to Smarty Pants, but it's just a little more cool tone. And then my favorite shade in the palette, Funny Girl. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger, like just a little bit, and just tap that on the lid. I'll do a little on the lower lash line. I'm just gonna take Jet Setter. All right, and then honestly, that's probably all I'm gonna do in here today. I'm gonna stick that there, and then I know I wanna take my Charlotte Tilbury eye powder pencil. And I'm gonna try to do a wing. I'm really excited that this new trick that I've been doing has made it so that I feel like I can do wings pretty quickly now, whereas before, if I had like any time constraint whatsoever to doing my makeup, I just wouldn't even attempt a wing, even if I really wanted to do it, because I was like, no, I'm not even gonna stress myself out if I don't have to. All right, and then I think for mascara, the one I have out here is the Rare Beauty one, so I'm just gonna use this one since it's been my current favorite. All right, and then for my lips, I'm gonna use Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay. All right, and then I think for the lips, I'm gonna use this. This is from MAC. It's the shade Blankety. This is actually new. It's a pretty combo. I like that. All right, and then I think on top of that, I'm just gonna use a little bit of Dior lip. I pretty much never don't take this Dior lip maximizer with me. It's just like, that's a staple lip product for me. Alright, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of this all-nighter from Urban Decay. And I think that is it, you guys. I'm gonna have to repack this bag because there's way too much stuff in it, but I'm actually very impressed with how quickly I did this makeup. Pretty impressed with that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and repack my little bag here and then we'll close out the video. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did my makeup and kind of packed up my makeup bag here. Hope you enjoyed this really random full face of nothing new. I will list and link everything below for you. I'm still trying to get this makeup bag to close. Look how cute this is. So when my mom and I went to New York like 2 years ago or so, we went to the CoverGirl store there, and you can order or you can buy these makeup bags there, and then you can like customize them. So I put Simply Blair on this one. It's so cute. It has a little lipstick, coffee, little lashes, and New York on it. I think it's so cute. It makes me smile every time I see it because it reminds me of that trip. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you'll subscribe if you're new, and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. I will see you guys probably tomorrow, but it may be the next day for another video. Thanks for being here. Remember, simply be you. Bye.